When you think about a support system, what comes to mind? Well, for a man named Phil, it's something way more personal. He doesn't see it as just a service or some kind of safety net. He describes it with one really powerful word: a gift. And today, we're going to dive into a story to find out exactly why.
And right there, that's the heart of it all. That one sentence completely reframes how you might think about support, right? It's not some transaction or just a necessity. No, it's something to be truly valued, to be cherished. And honestly, that one little idea, it changes everything.
Okay, so what exactly makes up this gift? Who are the people that form this amazing system of support in Phil's life? Let's take a look. Right away, you see it's this really cool mix of people. It's not just, a professional support team. You've got his gig buddy, Mark, you've got his friends, his family, and Phil makes it super clear that he has a great relationship with all of them. It just goes to show that every single person in this system is a treasured piece of that gift.
And get this, look at how personal the connection is. These aren't just some anonymous staff members. They have names. They even have these fun nicknames. I mean, Debbie Duck and Chris Captain Smiley? You can tell they're not just there to do a job. Phil says they actually cheer him up. That shows this genuine warmth, It goes so far beyond just a professional service.
So how does a system like this work so well? Well, it's definitely not by accident. It's all built on a foundation of really deep personal understanding. And here's the nuts and bolts of how it all works: the care plan. You can kind of think of it as the system's brain. It means that any new staff, they don't have to start from scratch. They can just read it, get up to speed on Phil's needs, and provide that consistent, informed support right from day one. Super smart. And the result of all that careful planning? It's huge. It leads to Phil feeling completely, totally understood. When he says this, it's not just about them knowing his needs on a checklist. No, it's about that deep sense of trust and comfort that you only get when you feel truly seen. Okay, but a relationship this strong, it doesn't just happen on its own, right? It needs a really clear structure. So let's talk about the rules and boundaries that actually make this whole thing work. And we're not talking about some unwritten rules here. Phil actually mentions that his rota lady, Haley, explained all the boundaries to him directly. And that open conversation, that's the key. It builds this foundation of respect and makes sure everyone is on the same page right from the get-go. So the whole system is really a balancing act. On one side, you've got all this incredible support, help at home, out in the community, and just simple companionship. But on the other side, you have these really important professional boundaries that protect both Phil and his team. Things like, not being friends on Facebook or meeting up outside of work. And here's the thing, those rules don't weaken the bond at all. They actually make it stronger by keeping everything professional and sustainable for the long haul. All right, so now we get to the real heart of it all. What's the actual day-to-day impact of having a system like this, so well structured and caring, in place? And honestly, this might be the most important outcome of all. That feeling of stability, that trust, that sense of being known, it has a direct and really powerful effect. It helps get his anxiety levels down. So you see, it's not just a support system, it's a genuine source of peace. And sometimes, the most important kind of support isn't about checking things off a list. It's about something much more fundamental. Just having someone to talk to. That companionship, wow, it's such a powerful antidote to loneliness. So with all this in mind, how does this perspective shape Phil's view of the future? Because, let's be real, support systems aren't static. People change, they move on. Let's see how he handles that reality. And Phil just faces this reality head on. He totally gets that people move on, and that his team is going to change over time. But there's no panic, not at all. Just this calm acceptance of how things naturally work. And this, for me, is the most powerful part. He doesn't see change as a loss. Instead, he sees the potential for new support as just a continuation of the gift. He has this faith that the system itself is built to bring new people into his life who will keep contributing to his happy and healthy life. What an incredibly resilient and optimistic way to look at things. And of course, we just have to thank Phil for sharing this whole incredibly insightful perspective with us. This is his story, in his own words, and we're just so grateful he let us explore it. So we'll leave you with this question. Phil's story shows us that it's about so much more than just tasks, right? It's about deep understanding, it's about clear boundaries, and it's about having this forward-looking belief in the power of human connection. It really, truly is a gift.